Yaw and Abena had been through countless conversations that tiptoed around sensitive topics. But today, Abena was determined to address the weighty subject she'd avoided for too long. Sitting across from Yaw in the dimly lit living room, she folded her hands, carefully choosing her words. "Yaw, we need to talk about your family's financial situation. It's affecting everything. We can't keep pretending it doesn't exist." Yaw's face hardened, his fingers tapping restlessly against his knee. "What's there to discuss, Abena? You know how things are. It's my responsibility, and I'm handling it." "But it's not just about money, Yaw," Abena said gently. "You're distant, unhappy. There are so many things we don't share anymore. I feel like you're somewhere else." Her words cut through the silence, and Yaw's gaze grew icy. He leaned back, a smirk tugging at his lips. "Maybe I'm somewhere else because you're too busy with your own image to notice what I actually need." Confused, Abena frowned. "What do you mean?" "Your social media, Abena." Yaw's voice rose, his anger bubbling to the surface. "You've turned yourself into someone else. You want everyone to think everything's perfect, and you're obsessed with that image. But where does that leave us?" Abena opened her mouth to respond, but Yaw continued, his frustration spilling out in a rush. "That's exactly why I'm considering taking a second wife. It's not even about you. It's about the fact that I need something you can't give me anymore." Abena's face fell, her eyes wide with shock. What are you saying?" Yaw's voice softened but remained resolute. "I don't love you the way I thought I would, Abena. I don't know if I even can. I've tried, but you've changed. Or maybe we both have." His words sank deep, shattering any illusions Abena had held onto. The silence that followed was thick and suffocating, as both struggled to process what had just been said. Months passed, and the distance between Yaw and Abena only grew. The pain of that argument lingered, echoing in Abena's mind every time she saw Yaw. But she held her head high, trying to focus on her own life, her own goals, hoping that time would heal the wounds. Then, one day, Abena heard whispers from mutual friends, murmurs about Yaw's recent behavior. Rumors that he'd ended his affair with Surwa and found someone else, a new woman named Essie. Essie was younger, vibrant, and seemingly everything Yaw had been yearning for. The rumors were confirmed when Abena saw Yaw and Essie together in town, laughing and exchanging glances that left no doubt about the nature of their relationship. Her heart twisted painfully, feeling betrayed and humiliated all over again. But the worst was yet to come. Weeks later, she learned that Essie was pregnant. The news sent shockwaves through both Yaw's family and Abena's, igniting a chain reaction of tension and hurt. Yaw's decision had not only shattered Abena but had disrupted the delicate balance of respect and unity between their families. Esi's pregnancy stirred deep concerns in her parents. They were proud, traditional people who valued their daughter's future, and they worried that she'd been drawn into something that would only bring hardship. Tensions simmered as Esi's parents, feeling protective of their daughter, sought to confront Yaw and his family. The first confrontation happened when Esi's parents visited Yaw's family home. The atmosphere was tense, with both families exchanging guarded pleasantries as they took their seats. "Yaw," Esi's father began, his voice calm but laced with frustration. "You've involved our daughter in something that affects more than just you. You've put her in the middle of a complicated situation." Yaw's father shifted uncomfortably, while his mother's face remained stern. "We understand your concern, but Yaw's intentions are clear. He cares deeply for Essie. But he's married." Esi's mother interjected, her voice trembling. "How will our daughter live, constantly caught between your family and his wife? This is no life for her." Abena sat silently, her face an unreadable mask as the argument continued around her. She'd already felt the deep sting of betrayal, but hearing Esi's family voice their frustrations brought a fresh wave of pain. Yaw, caught in the middle, looked torn. He'd been so consumed by his own desires, his own need for something different, that he hadn't considered the chaos his decisions would create. Now, standing before both families, he felt the weight of his choices bearing down on him. Unable to bear the tension, Esi's father rose to his feet, his voice rising. "If this is how things will be, then we have nothing more to discuss. We will take Essie home, and you can figure out the consequences of your actions without her." With that, he took Essie by the arm, guiding her out of the room. Abena watched them go, her heart heavy, realizing that the damage Yaw had caused would take much more than time to repair.